Welcome back to From the Bench Airways. Always, it's Eric, and today we're opening not just one, but two boxes of 2024-25 Upper Deck Stature Hockey Hobby. This is 5 cards per pack, 1 pack per box. Looking for on-card autos or patches of rookies, vets, or legends. And if I was smart, I wouldn't open up these two boxes. And you're asking why? Well, actually, I got a pretty good deal on them. So they are under market value, so that's a deal. It's one reason. But I've also pulled a lot of really good stuff out of this, and you'll see in a second when I turn around. So the smart thing would be not to open up these, because I bought 9 boxes altogether. It was what was left from a case from a buddy of mine that has a shop down in California. And like I said, I pulled a lot of good stuff out of this. So if I was smart, I wouldn't open up any more. But I'm not, and I'm here to record video. So turn the camera around and get right into it. 24-25 Stature, the dual rookie class. So not only are you looking for Macklin Celebrini, Lane Hudson, Cutter Gauthier, all those guys, you're also looking for 2023-24 rookies. So Bedard, Fantilli, Leo Carlson, Logan Cooley, all those guys, potential in here, plus updates like the ones in the background. Now that I'm looking at it, all my good cards from the 9 boxes I've opened were updates. With the Phillips Esposito auto, the Mario Lemieux out of 5 patch auto, game use patch, and then the Sorokin out of 10. So anyways, we'll get right into it, see what we can get out of the 2 boxes remaining. Like I said, if I was smart, I'd just sell these because the boxes are up. I think they go for like $350 right now. I think I get these for like $280, $290. But who knows? Could be a 1-of-1 Macklin Celebrini in here, and that might be my good luck here. So obviously that's who you're looking for. His stuff is crazy. I actually had a Celebrini patch auto that I sold during the bump. He had a pretty good run. Sold that. I think it went for like $1,300. It was just like a not the greatest patch. That was out of 35 or out of 50, one of the two. Sold a Future Watch auto, the horizontal one, at the same time. That went for $1,700. So what we got here? Not a thick pack. So just pretty basic, it looks like. Like I said, that could change with numbering, colors, all the other stuff. So we got a blue, an orange. Let's go put in colors. So go from the back to start. This box, it is Zach Benson. And the rookie parallel 334 out of 375. Actually sold like a Lane Hudson base out of 999. Someone paid like $30 for it online. So if you like him, even if it's just a Stature base. So there we go. First card. No updates in this one either. So that is 2023-24 style. So it looks like we have a couple of those. And then this one and the third one in here, that's Celebrini year. So John Tavares. Next up, Brian Leach. There we go. Get Brian Leach. One of my greatest flips was the Brian Leach card. Picked it up out of a dollar box for like $2 or $5 or something like that. I know I'm saying dollar box. And it was flipping it for like almost $100. So next up, I'm trying to see if there's an auto. That's not the auto. It's not the auto. Right? A 199. Not a bad name. Luke Hughes. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about Luke Hughes. You look back at the Shield auto that like sold for him for like $12,000 US, something like that. I think that was via like Slab Sharks. Got paid, everything else. Kind of the start of like the Shield boom, which is obviously just gone more and more crazy as time's gone on. Yeah, so see what kind of happens there. Last card in box number 1. It is out of 25, so that's good numbering. Sharks. 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 Say it with me. Sharks. 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 Connor Geeky, maybe? Left wing. Jake Gensel. I was hoping it was a rookie. Kucherov would be good, but I think Kucherov's a right wing, maybe? I don't know. There you go. Jake Gensel, 9 out of 25. Little auto there. So, not the worst card in the world. Definitely not the best one. Like I said, if I was smart, I would not be opening these. But know what? I saved the best for last. That's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. I saved the best for last. Number 34 on the last two numbers on the box. What was the last two numbers on this box? Was 08. Ooh, Cale McCarr box number let me down. 34. What goalie is that? Jake Allen. Okay, New Brunswick boy. What else is 34 that I can think of? This also doesn't feel very heavy. Feels kind of light. I think of like older goalies who have been 34. Tommy Sallo's 35. Obviously, Patrick Walsh 33. Trying to think. Eddie Belfour was 30, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Now goalies go with all these weird numbers. They're like in the 80s. They're just everywhere. That's a lot of green. It's a lot of green. Why is there so much green? Color wise, this one was better because, like I said, the numbering here. So we got another 30 out of 375, and out of 199, I think, for the green auto. Out of 375, and then the second one here will be out of 99. So, anyways, slacking a little bit here. We got out of 375 for the Islanders. Brian Trottier. Look at that mustache. Islanders. Islanders are back. Islanders are a cool team to like again. Right? That's Matthew Schaefer. Be interesting to see what his young gun goes for. I've heard everything. I've heard some people think like $100. I've heard some people say like, $300, kind of align with like Makar pricing. It's hard to kind of show. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think that his young gun goes for. Obviously, we'll be in series 2. We saw that from the Upper Deck conference. I don't know. I like Matthew Schaefer. And if he's a decent deal, or if his young gun drops to like, I don't know, like $75 in like 4 or 5 months in the summer or something, probably see me picking up some Matthew Schaefer. Next up, not a rookie. I don't think. Out of 999. It is rookie. Connor Geeky's a center. So earlier I was wondering if we are going to get a center for the auto for Connor Geeky. No, because he's a center, not a left wing. So probably like I don't know, you would have seen under here, probably like a $5 card or something like that. Nothing too crazy for Connor Geeky. That looks like an auto there. So we'll go to the back again. Okay. I wonder, you guys are going to see what it goes for. I wonder what out of 375 Macklin Celebrini goes for. Obviously, I was hoping that this auto was going to be Macklin Celebrini. And that's kind of what, why I'm like, you can't leave a box behind, right? You can't, if you already have them, or you've touched it, or you've done anything, you cannot not grab that box. Because what if there's a really good hit in it? This is the problem of somebody that's obsessed with ripping. But there we go. Macklin Celebrini out of 375. This one's actually in overall decent shape. I'm sure somebody would say, well, would you grade it? Do not grade Stature. Do not grade like thicker cards like that. If it was an auto, maybe, because this is actually in decent shape. But like a base card, just a basic numbered card. Thick cards are hard. Centering's hard. Edges are hard. It's a hard one to get a good grade on. So Last but not least, see what we got. Who's the auto? What's the team? Canadians, right winger. Joshua Waugh. Who else is 2023-24? Is he next year? We'll find out. Oh, it's Cornier? Is that who it is? Yvon Cornoyer. I probably just butchered that name. So another legend auto. We did pretty good for like the vets and legends. I don't know what his autos go for, but like an on-card auto of like a Montreal Canadiens former captain. How many of those are there out there? Maybe there's a lot. Once again, I don't know. I actually have a ton of his stuff from Stature, from like getting him breaks like when it first came out. I have like 3 or 4 different like parallels of this guy already in non-autos. So there you go. 189 out of 199. Yvon Cornier. Probably just butchered the name. So I guess it depends on what that Macklin goes for. And you guys would see here. You guys would have seen what it went for. I guess that's the question. Was it worth it opening the last 2 boxes? No. But that could have been a Macklin auto. And that was a thought process in my head. If that's a Macklin auto in there, even if it's a base one, I'm laughing all the way to the bank. And if it's a low numbered Macklin Celebrini, auto, because I hadn't really got any good rookie autos yet. I got a Will Cooley auto, but like a Jason Robertson, a Dylan Cousins. Just like it. I hadn't really got a good rookie auto, good rookie parallel auto, or anything like that yet. So I was kind of hoping that maybe one of the last 2 boxes, I do pretty good on it. So overall, it's a great product, even for like $350. You're getting up there for the price, just because, like I said, it's not the greatest resale product when you compare it to like an Ultimate or a Premier, I guess. That's probably not like quite the same collectability, but you do have that Legends, and like, where else are you gonna find a Mario Lemieux auto patch out of 5, right? A Phil Esposito, and like, once again, you can just look at the couple autos here. The patches are nice. They're a nice looking card. I think they're doing a lot of good stuff with Stature and kind of making it what it is. Did talk to a couple people that went to the diamond dealer thing that they do down in the States. And they said, like, the nice thing about Upper Deck is they've been trying to listen. So when the dealers and people that are buying the stuff give them, criticisms and stuff, they seem to listen. And you can even kind of hear it a little bit with Billy when he goes on like the Hot Card Gong show. He has conversations and they kind of talk about what they could possibly do better. Once again, there's some stuff like Fanimation. I'm not going to be like a dead horse, because I do have a box of Series 1 upstairs to open up on the next video, where I'm going to be opening up stuff. Is, Fanimation's kind of lost a lot of its luster because the designs maybe over over some of the time. And so, it's kind of a little criticism, but they're big boys, they can handle it. So that is the end of Stature as we know it. Will I buy more Stature? Probably not. Like I said, this just seemed like a decent deal. The plan for this was actually not to open any of it. The plan for this was to grab it and hold on to it for like 5 years. And if I held on to it and I didn't open any of it, then I'd be doing pretty good. And I could just ride off into the sunset, and, maybe it's worth $700 a box or whatever at the time. But that was going to be my idea of like sitting and holding a hockey card product. Because I do it with Pokemon. Pokemon stuff up here, I'm good at holding that stuff. I'm good at not opening up that. This lasted like 2 weeks or 3 weeks of before I started opening it. And then I've obviously stretched it out over the last like 2 months or something like that. So It is what it is. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Should have sold all the boxes. I pulled the Merrill Lemieux on the first box. Should have just sold the rest. I don't know. It's one of those things. I almost feel bad, like, you know, oh, I hit like the case hit. Now I'm gonna sell the rest of the boxes to somebody. I don't know. I thought, you know what, I'm in that far. I'm not in the money, because crazy enough is that's like the price of like 3 boxes, probably 4 boxes maybe. So anyways, it is what it is. Mario is for sale if anybody wants it. Anyone looking for it? I got that. I got a Crosby Exquisite Patch Auto for sale. I got a bunch of stuff too. It's all in the eBay store down below. Or you can just send me a message on Instagram. We can kind of have a conversation there. If you are ever looking to pick up anything you see that I pull on the channel, try to work it out. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you guys haven't yet, hit the like, hit the subscribe, follow me on Instagram for Eric from the bench. Talk to you guys later. Bye guys.